Hello America, this is Keith, your friendly neighborhood technician, and yes, I had got bored, so I decided to basically hack all of my hair off. Still the same guy, still the same tech, but we're still going to learn some stuff today. We're talking about mini fridges. The last couple of episodes you've seen me go small washers, small dryers, things like that. Now we're going to go to mini fridges and small fridges. This here, they have a couple different sizes. You've got this one here, which is about a 12 cubic foot fridge, okay, made by Danby. And over here we have another Danby. This is about a 10 cubic foot fridge, okay? These are great for people who are downsizing, for tiny houses, small apartments, or if you're, deciding to turn your garage into a second source of income. These are really good for that, okay? But like I said, this is a top freezer, which we're used to. Like I said, this is actually a freezer. This is actually your refrigerator, okay? They do run just like a normal full-size fridge, they're just smaller and can hold less. Where this one over here is more, this is a bottom freezer, okay? Your freezer is down here, like a normal bottom mount freezer, and then your refrigerator is, up here. Like I said, this is about 12 cubic feet, which is enough for a small family of two, not a large family, okay? Just for obvious reasons, you're not gonna put enough food in there to feed a lot of people. But if you're, single or just starting out, this is a great way to get into it. They're not overly expensive, so you can actually get it and you can upgrade, okay? Now, if we go over here, we've got a smaller fridge, is more of what we're used to in America. This is a Frigidaire. This is an 18 cubic foot fridge, okay? Like I said, this is like most of the fridges we have, but it is a little bit smaller than our normal size fridges. Obviously, we've got big monster fridges out here, but this is also something to think about also. Price-wise, it's not too much different, but it's still a conventional that we're used to looking at. And this will actually fit in most small apartments, small houses, things like that, which, you can actually have a lot more food stored, okay? Is there a better one than another one? I don't know if I could say there is, I don't know if I could say there's not. It all depends on what your needs are, okay? Like I said, this is more traditional of what we Americans think is a small fridge, where the Danby here and the Danby here, and there's a couple other places that do small fridges. And yes, a lot of little flats and things like that in Europe. This is all they have room for. Okay, they're really downsized. We haven't quite got there yet, but that's a whole different topic for a whole different day. But if you're thinking about doing something smaller and downsizing, getting out from underneath, maybe renting out your house and living in your garage. I know some friends who are doing that because right now rent's up. They're trying to make a little extra money to make ends meet. But if you're not, like I said, if you want to do your garage something like that, this is some way to go. Now, let's go over here to mini fridges. Okay, and these are good for basically your beverages. That's just about all you really want to put in there, stuff like that, because honestly, they're not, you don't want to put a lot in there because there's no airflow. Which the two fridges we had over there and the small fridge, the air flows around, which actually makes it cold. These basically just radiate cold, okay? So when I open the door, I put hot air, I close the door, the air doesn't move, so it takes longer for the air to get cold. Okay, so this is great for your patio, this is great for your man cave, things along those lines if you want to keep your beer cold. But I wouldn't recommend putting food in this unless it's like leftover wings that you're going to do the next day because you had a few too many the night before and you like wings in the morning like I do, but that's a whole different argument. Okay, so like I said, you've got mini fridges, small, and then you've got American small. Okay, and like I said, that 18 cubic foot Frigidaire, that is an American small. We're not used to smaller than that except for behind our bars and things like that, just for the small stuff, okay? So these are some options that you can look into if you're thinking about downsizing and want something a little bit smaller so you have a little more space, because you put a big fridge in a small house, you don't have much space doing it. But you can put a smaller fridge in a small house and you can have more space for cabinets or whatever you want to store stuff. Thank you very much. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, and we will see you next time. Have a good day.